If we look back at all of the Dragon Ball Z movies, from the Cooler One to the Tree of Might, counting all of them, one movie will come to mind for everyone that watched Dragon Ball Z, and that movie was the Tapion one, Wrath of the Dragon. This movie was stuck in my mind, from the music to the character development and the way that it showed us the relationship that Tapion had with Trunks. Everything in this movie worked, and it didn't just work fine, it did its job in making a fan favorite character, and that character was Tapion. We all cared about his story, about what happened to his family and his people, and how it all went down. Dragon Ball Wrath of the Dragon is one of my favorite Dragon Ball movies ever, if not the favorite. Tapion was a well-written character, one that in my opinion deserves to be in the main timeline of the story. Nonetheless, we haven't seen a lot from that character, even though the potential of him coming back is still there, since, well, Broly was in a movie and he was introduced in the anime. Tapion exists in a different timeline for now, one to have seen different events unfold in the series. And now we're gonna explore a timeline that is somewhat weird. It's ruled by Pooh, and there Pooh is like a god who can grant you any wish. In this timeline, what you want can happen. Everything you dream of, Pooh can give it to you. So what does Tapion dream of? What is his wish? And thus, it all begins. At that timeline, Pooh pretty much excelled at everything. He was also in many places at the same time. One of his parts was available 24/7 in a big, public palace, where it was even called Pooh, Omnipotent God. I will grant you any wish or take your life. As we step in the palace, we see Hoi. There's a tall line, all waiting for Pooh. It's so long, there's no end to it, but he stands in it anyway. It's taken hours, but nobody is trying to cheat. He imagines in front of Pooh it's all meaningless. And I mean, in this timeline, Pooh is like the Omni King. But nonetheless, as he said that, someone tries it. Gorker, the Great, doesn't wait in line. At that split of a second, when he tries to cut the line, he's zapped, and his life is taken by Pooh. No one's phased, everyone is just standing there. No one wants to keep the line for someone else. That's how it goes. Hours have passed after that. We hear some of the wishes and how it all goes down. They ask Pooh for the wish. Someone says he wants to be immortal, but the wish is denied. Then he's zapped and his life is taken. Another one says, I want the power to save the people I love. Pooh says, so cliche, and your heart isn't even close to being pure. Denied. Then zaps him. Another one, I want 100 wishes. Denied. I want to be able to read people's true hearts. Granted. So Pooh grants wishes based on his liking, if he wants to or not. And that guy, when he looks at all of them, he sees their heart. He sees who they are. And he's surprised that they're all, well, most of the people who wish for something, for power or to become immortal, are not pure of heart. Someone asks Pooh, I want the answer to life, the universe, and everything. He says cookies. Cookies go now. That's the secret to life, according to Pooh. And thus, finally, is the time for Hoi. It's his turn. He stands in front of him and says, Almighty Pooh, please, can you open this sealed music box? Pooh asks what's inside. He says, a great hero who is imprisoned there. Pooh knows that he's lying. That's a white lie. Consequences will be fun. Here you go. He grants him his wish, and the music box opens. Tapion comes out from it, with him playing his song. Why did you free me? He doesn't want to be free. We all know why. He asks him, aren't you happy to be out of your prison? He yells, you shouldn't have done that. I want to go back in the box, but then it happens. From him, the monster comes out Tapion is in pain as the monster breaks the palace of Pooh and the debris falling on everyone. But Pooh protects them. They are in his protection after all. Tapion tries to keep the monster in prison, but Hoi orders Hildegard to attack. He attacks Tapion, throwing him away, and starts burning everything in his vicinity. Tapion's flying away is no match for him. If he can just get a few seconds, he won't be able to attack when he starts playing. Hildegard chases Tapion. He's not giving him time, neither rest. Pooh sees him, a creature of magic, just like me, Pooh says, created by wrinkly small sorcerers. I hear your thoughts, your limit. You hate your life as a servant. You used to be an idol. You didn't get in line yet, but you deserve your wish of peace. He snaps his fingers and Hildegard turns to stone. Pooh saw what this creature wanted. He was a prisoner after all. Even a monster has a heart. Hoi starts yelling, but now Tapion is gonna take his revenge. Your time of crime ends here. He goes at him and slashes him. His time has ended. Pooh puts back his palace to resume his work. Many hours later, it's Tapion's turn to make a wish. His wish is to bring his brother back, and Pooh says sure. Tapion can't believe it. Really, just like that? Pooh says just like that and snaps his fingers. Good guy, Pooh. A new life began for Tapion and Minotia in a new era and a new civilization. They had each other, and that was enough. Pooh granted about 1,000,000 wishes before he got born. So in this timeline, Tapion got his brother back. His life was fulfilled. He had what he always wanted, the brother that he loved so much. His wish was granted by Omni Pooh. He gave him what he needed. And in this timeline, the good guy Tapion, the fan favorite, got everything that he wanted. A life that was worth living. A life with his family. And this was the story of a different timeline. A timeline of a universe where Pooh granted Tapion his wish. A time when life wasn't that cruel. Bye bye.